Hey guys, it is Landyn. Today we are going to talk about a product that we have in our store. It is called the Reptile Electrolyte Soak. It is coming around the time of year where Black Friday happens. A lot of big sales are going to be happening, and if you acquire a new reptile, this product is almost a need, especially if you have leopard geckos, if you have snakes, anything that spends a lot of time on the ground. If you have a crested gecko, anything that hangs out in the air, arboreal animals, those are not going to have any use of this because they don't spend any time on the ground. So what you're going to do is whenever you buy this product, you're going to go to Target, you're going to go to Walmart, you can even get one here, get a tub of some kind where your animal can fit in, and you want to fill it up with lukewarm water and make sure that water has our blue ReptiSafe. That will be in the same area as this. So whenever you have them in the water, it's full up to a good spot where they won't drown. You want to add in a 5 cc scoop per gallon of water. Now, like I said earlier, this is for a terrestrial animal, but that is strictly reptiles. No frogs, no amphibians, no fish of that sort. So make sure it is strictly a reptile. It will be very harmful to them. So once your container is full of water, you're gonna take your animal, not hold him like this. You're gonna toss him in there, and now you're just gonna run head to tail down the scales for about 10 minutes. And especially if they're in shed, you can be a little bit firm. You can definitely rub on the skin a little bit. Now, one thing to caution: if you are doing a snake and they have eye caps, do not rub on the eyes, do not pull. You will have a lot of issues with that. So leave the eyes alone, leave it to a professional to get those taken off. So after you've done it for about 10 minutes, you can take out your animal, you can dry them off, put them right back in the tank, and they're good to go. Now you're probably thinking, what are the benefits to all this? So if you look on the back, it will go over everything it has in it. But the main thing I'm looking at is our beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is a supplement to vitamin A. A lot of calcium powders have a vitamin in it called vitamin A. Vitamin A is harmful to any sort of reptile in large amounts. And usually it's best to avoid it and go to a supplement beta-carotene. Now, beta-carotene, it comes in a product we also carry called the Herptivite multivitamin. It's a little blue and white container, and it's preferred over your vitamin A supplements. So usually you want to use that instead. This is going to give them that extra amount of beta-carotene, especially if they're only getting that once a week. Now, on top of it, you're also going to get vitamin B, vitamin C, prebiotics, and probiotics. So while you're doing all this is it's gonna help them shed, keep them a lot healthier. And if you have snakes, especially if you have a ball python, we all know if they have one bad shed, they will not eat. And not having an eating snake is not fun. But if you have a leopard gecko, we all know if they have a bad shed, you might have lost toes, lost hands. There's a lot of issues if you have a bad shed on a reptile. So you always want to make sure to soak them, and this is just going to allow it to be a lot better. So on top of this, some other great products to add is our tropical mist and our sheddies. Sheddies is going to come in a form of a bottle where you can squirt it right in. You pop it up like that, and you can just do a couple of pumps in the water, rub down the scales again, head to tail, just as you would with this right here. And this is just gonna assist with the shed. I know it's a lot of stuff for shed, but shed is very important in the world of reptiles. Now, something you can also do is our tropical mist. This acts more of a lotion. So kind of like how we put on our lotions every day, we want to stay moist. We also want them to stay moist. So if we're only doing this once every 10 days, we still want to make sure that they get their lotion. So what I do is I would do this one every 2 to 3 days, spray it on the body, and again, just rub down their scales. If it gets in their eyes, their mouth, it's okay. It's fine if that happens, but obviously try not to get the entire bottle in their eyes or mouth. Now, this right here is very, very useful when it comes to our arboreal animals. So these guys are always on the walls. Very, very rarely will they be in the ground, and you can't use either of these because they will not stay in that bin. So this is super, super important if you have one that hangs in the air, especially coming into our colder months. Our heat is gonna be going all the time. It's gonna be super, super dry. This right here is gonna allow them to stay a bit more moist, keep it nice and humid in there. So these guys have our good sheds. They don't lose any toes. Nothing bad happens to our tiny little friends.